The highest honor that Camp Courageous can bestow on any individual is the Honorary Board Award. Tate Cummins, who this gala is named after, was an Honorary Board member. Others are here at the gala, and we ask that they stand as their names are mentioned. Please hold your applause until the end of these introductions. Tom and Sonia Penaluna have been active with Camp Courageous for decades. Their involvement started with their son Todd, who enjoyed attending camp. Sadly, Todd passed away, and the Penalunas looked for ways to make a lasting impact on Camp Courageous in Todd's name. One of their larger initial projects was providing fabricated stainless steel dividers for the restrooms at camp. They generously stepped forward to provide the funding for the naming rights for the beautiful Lake Todd, as well as the Penaluna Tunnel that connects the Pictured Rocks addition to base camp. A wonderful couple and a wonderful family. Jim and Mary Klinger have been dedicated advocates for Camp Courageous since being introduced to camp decades ago by original board members Bill and Kay Pitlick. Jim is a past president of the board and has chaired the Pineapple Committee for years with the assistance of Mary. Anytime that there's been something that needs to be picked up, delivered, or needs that personal professional touch, these are the two that camp can rely on. It was rough during some of the early days of the camp, but they did not take the easy road and step aside. They stayed in and worked hard to help camp succeed. Jim and Mary continue to stay active on the Camp Courageous Foundation Board along with the Pineapple Gala. Randy Lee played a key role in the promotion of Camp Courageous for decades as the former program director at WMT Radio. It was through his leadership at the radio station that Leo Grieco was able to continue his longtime promotion of camp. Leo's weekly show gave camp a voice to thousands of their listeners across the Midwest. After the loss of Leo Grieco, Randy kept the relationship going, and he even grew it. Randy officially retired from WMT, leaving camp without a weekly radio promotion. Eventually, Randy went back to help at the station when needed, but added the condition that Camp Courageous would once again have a weekly update. Randy is part of the Pineapple Gala Committee, and he also volunteers to announce at the camp's annual Sprint Triathlon. Dave Schmidt and his construction business have been active with Camp Courageous for decades, starting as a financial supporter and quickly moving into helping by providing their expertise in construction. Dave and his crew were instrumental in the Lake Todd project, helping correct initial problems with the lake and leaving one of the most beautiful additions to camp. Thanks to Dave Schmidt Construction, campers enjoyed the opportunity to fish, canoe, and do other activities within a short walking distance of base camp. Dave is someone who is always thinking of the needs of others before his own, and camp is thankful for his ongoing support. Denny and Janet Zart. Denny and Janet have had a lifetime of giving back, and Camp Courageous is fortunate to be part of their generosity. In the mid-2000s, Denny served as Grand Master of the Masons in Iowa, and he used that role to help camp make new friends. Janet has done several volunteer projects at the camp, including making custom curtains for the staff dorm rooms and caboose. She's collected funds and many other needed items. The Zarts stepped forward and generously sponsored one of the staff dormitory rooms. They collect donations in the Quad Cities area and haul them all the way to Camp Courageous. They have introduced camp to hundreds of organizations and thousands of friends. Anytime and anywhere Camp Courageous needs assistance, they can always count on Denny and Janet Zart. Bud and Georgia Johnson have touched the lives of an endless number of individuals throughout the world with their kindness. Camp Courageous has been humbled and honored to be one of many who have shared in the Johnsons' blessings. They have volunteered to assist thousands of individuals to their seats at dozens of camp open houses and breakfasts. Georgia has served on the Pineapple Gala Committee for years. Bud and Georgia have led many campaigns to better camp, including stepping forward to assist with the major purchase of the Pictured Rocks edition. They provided camp with pickleball courts and were key with the zipline, multi-purpose field, solar, and more. Anytime, anywhere that Camp Courageous needs assistance, it can always count on Bud and Georgia Johnson. Gary Turbis. Gary helped Camp Courageous get started back in 1974. He worked to build the camp from donated land, labor, and materials. Gary was the first director when campers were first served in the summer of 1974. Gary's love for those with special needs, his dedication, and his hard work pulled the camp from nothing to something. Gary was key to the birth of Camp Courageous. Fortunately for camp, Gary was at the right place at the right time, and as a result of his unselfish dedication, Camp Courageous is where it is today.